The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do the show every day because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin and altcoins and everything. And today is Saturday, but you know we gotta do the show. Now there is a reason why we are starting 2 minutes before the 9 a.m. Central European Time, and that's because we are waiting for this very important hourly close right now. That's gonna happen in 2 minutes, 1 minute and 40 seconds. You can see right now that Bitcoin is breaking a little bit towards upside up here above this 5-minute triangle over here. Now if you look on a 1 hourly time frame, this is what we are very excited about. There is 1 minute and 27 minutes left. What we are looking over here right now is how high we can actually get. Are we gonna break the resistance up here? Are we gonna get some kind of divergence on the chart over here on the RSI or not? If there is no divergence up here, if we close just like over here above the 10 moving average, that's gonna be very, very nice. Here we are right now creating this divergence already, but this can just continue pumping on the next candle and there will be no divergence. So the divergence is not actually that big of a deal. The most important thing right now is where we're gonna close in next 57 seconds. Hello everybody in chat: Tana, Crypto Mac, Ben, Rostein, Moon, Christo S, Roshin, Kata, Cosmos, 2025 is SUD, Aaron, M21, Dobro jutro, Steven, how you everybody doing? Hello, it's weekend. Yeah, it's weekend right now. It's not Friday, Monday, Friday, but it is. We didn't have a late night stream yesterday, so 24 hours without any kind of updates is kind of long. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. So far so good. Bitcoin is breaking out on the 5-minute chart up here towards upside. It is above these moving averages up here right now, trying to get above that level. I would like it to close below this green line, but above on the 1 hourly, above the 10 moving average up here, this white line over here that you see right now. 11 seconds, it looks like that's gonna be the case. Everything looks nice and dandy, so this continuation towards upside just might happen next hour and so forth. On the 4 hourly time frame, we are having this move towards upside. There we go, we got our 1 hourly close. We have no divergence on the chart over here, which is very nice so far. Right now going a little bit towards upside. You can see here that RSI is going down. The price is also going down. There is no divergence on the chart, so this can continue pumping a little bit up here. Let me just go a little bit back up here. So there is definitely no divergence on the chart over here right now. This 1 hourly time frame still above this 10-20 moving average over here, looks very nice. 4 hourly time frame still above 10 moving average, starting again to create these higher highs and pushing towards the upside. So it does look nice. It does look nice, and this was actually the most important thing right now that's happening right now for Bitcoin. So right now we can technically continue pumping towards the upside up here once we are above this resistance line over here. We went, there was some kind of 5-minute triangle up here. This triangle could be also drawn a different way up here, something like this up here. Which of these triangles is actually the correct one? I'm a little bit unsure about that, but it might be this one over here. You can see here that we fell out, we create some kind of double bottom here, we came back inside this this triangle up here, we came above the moving averages, we broke towards the upside. Right now we're trying to climb higher. I think we still on the next hourly stuff like that, we still need to continue this move towards the upside, but I don't think nothing is definitely 100% sure so far. And let me just do it like this up here, and it might be some kind of rising wedge up here also happening up here. Let me show you. Maybe some kind of rising wedge up here, give or take, and then it depends on how you draw these other lines up here at the top. Maybe something like this, right? So it could be some kind of rising wedge that's happening over here, where we might get another pump towards the upside up here towards these wicks up here. But it's gonna be extremely bullish if we actually manage to break this towards the upside. On the other hand, if we break this on the downside, it's gonna be of course very, very bearish. The head and shoulders move yesterday failed or still play? It kind of failed. If you look, for example, on Ethereum right now over here, head and shoulders up here on Ethereum did break out towards the upside. Right now consolidating up here sideways, which is very good actually, considering everything. So you can see this on the 4-hourly time frame. We just consolidating here on the 4-hourly time frame right now sideways, which is actually quite bullish move. So but it can of course definitely fall down for whatever reason. But it does look like it broke out, and the fact that there is no big volume up here, you can see up here that there is no volume up here. This is on a Bybit chart though, but let's check some other charts up here. We got a Binance chart over here, but there is still no volume that's coming in after this breakout towards the upside. So there is this very important resistance line up here. We broke that towards the upside. The volume is kind of lacking. So are we gonna pull back up here and then get the volume kicking in, and then continue towards the upside? A little bit unsure about that, but it's been climbing steadily for a very long time right now. And the question is, what is it gonna do next? Are we just gonna pump towards the upside or what, right? I think people are a little bit unsure about that. Even I'm unsure about that. Let's see here if we can draw some nice lines up here on the chart. Something like this, give or take. Over here you can see here that we are kind of breaking that towards the upside. So if we don't start pumping right now, if we just start dropping down here, we might see some kind of lower levels. I don't know quite where these level might come, maybe all the way down to the to this head and shoulders retest on the downside. Will this actually happen? Because right now we kind of need to start pumping. We kind of need to start pumping up here. We're sitting on this 10-20 moving average. You can see here we are creating some kind of triangle up here. We need to start pumping, because if we break this towards downside, it just might fall through the support up here and go all the way down here. Best case scenario right now on the way down is to be holding the support down here at 1197. This is on Ethereum, of course, holding the support up here and then continue more towards the upside. But best case scenario right now, without the fall towards downside, is just continue pumping. Right now Bitcoin is a little bit up 0.48%. It is pumping a little bit towards the upside. After breaking this important resistance up here. What is it? Maybe some Claris, give or take. It looks like it's breaking this on the small time frames towards the upside. Now we did that before as well, but you never know what's gonna happen next. But the good stuff is there is no divergence up here. It's still going towards the upside very nicely above 10-20 moving average. Managed to do the move towards the upside. Right now it's going up above this previous high up here. Let's see if there is any divergence up there as well. Over here, there might be slight divergence up here. There is slight divergence up here, because this is going towards upside, it's going slightly towards downside, but depends on how much this actually pumps. It can actually correct the divergence. So the divergence is not a big thing, but the volume is actually quite lacking quite much. So what we're gonna do, it's a little bit hard to say right now. It is pumping a little bit. I don't believe any of these pumps, because of the these huge weeks towards upside. We can just get another of these weeks towards upside and then right back down again. Like we said, this might have been some kind of rising wedge up here, where we right now going towards upside again, hitting this rising wedge up here and then going on the downside. How this is gonna play out, guys, I don't know. I am, but the longer time you use on the resistance up here, you can see up here, of course, the line up here, it looks like we actually broke it. It depends on how you draw it up here. Maybe something like this. I've tried drawing it a little bit differently. Maybe something like this down here without actually using this wick up here. Maybe down here, something like this, give or take. If you look at a 4-hourly time frame, up here, it's this week up there, maybe this week's down here, maybe this week up here. It's a little bit different, and technically, we have been going, kind of consolidating up here just below this resistance. Depending on how you draw the resistance line, of course, depending on how you draw it up here. This is also a very annoying thing that they actually made a change to the trading. We're gonna mention that in a second. Up here, you can see up here that there is some kind of resistance. This is on Qcoin, and we are hitting that resistance right now, right? So technically, we might maybe say that we haven't broken it just yet towards the upside. Ethereum does look like it's broken towards the upside. Let's go to the daily time frame on Ethereum and see how this actually looks. And you can see right now that there is this line that goes sideways up here, but maybe this one, but even this one, this line over here actually broke towards the upside. So right now just consolidating above that line. Is Ethereum some kind of leading indicator for the next move towards the upside? a little bit unsure about, I'm a little bit unsure about everything right now. And you know, it all depends on how you draw these lines and which lines is more correct. Like this daily up here, you know, I would like to hit these levels up here, but it's not hitting those levels. Maybe there's some different line up here. You can see both of these lines, both this line up here and this line created by this. You know, they have a confluence right up here where we are right now. So let's do that over here for a second and see how this actually looks. It looks something like this, right? And you can see right now we are hitting that resistance. Will we be able to manage to break that resistance or not? That's the big question, guys. That's the big question. And you know, we got a trend line, we got a huge resistance up here right now, right above us. Will we be able to break that? Not quite sure about that. Quick update on what's happening right now on waves, and wave is still going up our long position. And the reason we didn't have a trading night yesterday is because our position is fully in. We are 100% right now. That's up 80% over here. I'm still haven't closed the waves position, a long position yet, but we didn't do any trade night yesterday because, you know, we don't have any money on the, you know, 400 million account, challenge account yet. So, you know, but as soon as we close the trade, or, you know, our stop loss down here at $6.60, you know, gets hit, then we might, you know, then we will have another, you know, trade not again. But right now it looks like it's going to try and go up a little bit up here towards the upside, but you know, I'm very unsure whether this is going to actually break towards the upside. Now the target, you know, for this thing up here, was actually, you know, some kind of 40% towards the upside, based on this what was it, 1 hourly, yeah, I think it's 1 hourly, give or take. It was, you know, it might have been some kind of falling wedge that we actually broke out of here. But we are looking at this on the daily time frame, no, 4 hourly time frame, I think. Yeah, we're looking something like this, and we're calling this a bull flag. Now, this bull flag kind of went sideways, so I don't think it's a bull flag anymore. Might have, wow, this is so annoying. Might have been some kind of falling wedge up here that actually played out already. And right now we're just, you know, consolidating sideways up here. You see some kind of falling wedge. We broke that, you know, up sideways up here, so we are going into some kind of secondary direction up here right now. Maybe something like this, give or take. How are we gonna draw this? Something like this, give or take. Maybe something like this. There was this trend line up here, and we broke above that as well towards the upside. Right now there is some kind of a, you know, support line down here that's, you know, pushing us towards the upside. Maybe even some kind of channel up here, some kind of channel, give or take. Maybe even some kind of channel towards the upside. And you can see we had, you know, these weeks towards the upside where we're trying to break the channel towards the upside, failing every single time. So, you know, this is still not done, and our, you know, our stop loss is all the way down down there over here at the green line. So, you know, we got a pretty low move down there, like 7.7% down. You know, I don't think we're gonna be stopped with any kind of wick right now, but if this, you know, for whatever reason turns towards downside, it can just continue, you know, breaking this and get us out. And right now our position is almost 100% up, 85% up right now. It was, you know, up here it was you know, something like 100%. And there we go. Right now we are hitting this again, this very important level of resistance up here at the top. Will we actually be able to break this? I'm a little bit unsure about that, guys. I'm a little bit unsure about that. Let's see here. Right now we explode towards the upside. This needs to pull back a little bit. So the big question is, are we gonna close the long position on waves? Are we going to close long position on waves at 85% profit? Do it. No. Ask Abel. There we go, guys. You're welcome to answer the question. Will we actually close the position right now or not? I'm a little bit unsure. You know, we can technically break this towards the upside. Over here we are actually pushing it a little bit above this line up here as well right now. How far this is actually gonna go? Is this the move? It's hard to say because right now there is, you know, still 47 minutes left on this 1 hourly candle, and this is the lowest you can actually get on the small time frames before it gets, you know, meaningless to look at some of these other levels. You can see some of these other levels haven't broken the important resistance right now. It's only this last part, you know, and you know, it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Yes, close all the indicators. Look exhausted. Yeah, I would close TP first. So right now 0.15% up here on the day, up here pulling towards the upside. Question is, are we going to close the trade or not? Trade is right now 86-85%. It's almost $900. So with this $900, we're going to have $2,000 on the account. You know, so it is nice. It is nice trade. It is nice trade indeed. So not saying anything against the trade. There we go. Bitcoin pulling back. No to the moon. 66% says do it, 12% says no. Ask 8-ball. Okay, let's ask 8-ball and ask, should we close waves in profit right now? Let's ask 8-ball. Outlook not so good. I don't know what that means, so let's ask again. Very doubtful. Yes or no, please. Very doubtful, very doubtful, very doubtful, very doubtful. Okay, it's very doubtful. The 8-ball is unsure, but 65% that I should close the waves position. What you guys think? Don't close it. Don't close it. Don't be a puss. Yeah, when people tell me like those kind of stuff, like don't be like this, don't be like that, like I'm like, eh man, I'm not like that, man. I'm not like that. But we are finally getting this move towards the upside. It's a nice move. 3 red candles continuing towards the upside. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do because Bitcoin over here is hitting the resistance, unfortunately. So the problem with Bitcoin right now, it's hitting the resistance at the end of the rising wedge. Because if this breaks towards the upside right now, over here, this is just gonna explode, right? We know that this is gonna explode. This is resistance, this is resistance, this is rising resistance. This is gonna explode towards the upside if that happens, right? On the other hand, if it doesn't, this is gonna fall back down here, maybe even lower down there, right? So our waves position is definitely gonna get wrecked as soon as that happens. Rule number 1, don't be so greedy. I don't think we have that rule. We have, you know, sleep well, and no, rule number 1 is don't enter a position unless it's on your premise, and rule number 2 is, you know, sleep well. But we don't have that, don't be greedy. We need to be greedy. That should not be a rule. Greed is good, guys. Greed is good. Give it a few minutes, I've been giving it a few minutes for a long time now, so I'm a little bit unsure how many minutes I should actually give it. Right up here at 6.5, you know, it does look, you know, extend a little bit towards the upside. It might pull back a little bit as well, but it's still climbing these levels up here, right? It's still climbing these levels up here. So, you know, rule number 1, bet more. I have no, you know, no more money to bet on. You know, our full account is right now in. What is Bitcoin doing right now? Is it pumping? There we go. Bitcoin has a small pullback, but it does wants to break this towards the upside. Can we hit 10K by September? No, no chance. No chance. 0 chance. Okay, 99% no chance. Or maybe 1% chance. If it breaks or falls, you can jump in with double money if you close. Stop loss in profit. Yeah, stop loss in profit by saying like, you know, $6 in profit. So, you know, it's a big difference between right now between stop loss and it's different between, you know, taking $950 profit, you know, and being 2,000 up, and, you know, taking 88%, you know, profit, and then, you know, taking, you know, $6 home, and then like, oh damn, you know, whatever, right? So there is that. Let's see here, 1 hourly time frame up here, still a long way to go. 4 hourly time frame up here, 43 minutes left. It's still climbing towards the upside. Like, still looks good, guys, still looks good, but, you know, I just don't believe it that much. I don't believe it that much. and the 4 hourly up here is actually breaking this resistance up here right now, but still got like 42 minutes to do that. Let's see here on the chart, it looks nice. Daily, let's see 8 hourly chart. Let's clean up, you know, chart up here. Yeah, it's still breaking. Yeah, there is no divergence on the charts. Let's see 12 hours. Yeah, no divergence on chart. Like, everything looks very nice. It is going as it should be going, climbing this 10-20 moving average. So you know, I do feel that, you know, this can actually pump more towards the upside. This 12 hours up here, but you know, 4 hourly up there. Let's see 8 hourly. Where is the next, you know, resistance on these bigger time frames? We gotta talk about it. This thing over here, guys. We gotta talk about this. I don't think you can see it, but you know, we gotta talk about that. See 12-hour candle up here. Yeah, so 12 hour, it says this resistance up here at 50, but you know, we slightly, you know, going up there. And then you got a daily and stuff like that. Daily is all the way up here at 694. 694. Bitcoin still wants to go up on the 5-minute chart, so take 50% profit and move stop loss to entry. Done. No need to stress about it. It's profit and you can open another trade. So if I take 50% right now, you know, technically we didn't lose anything, but if it goes back to, you know, stop loss, you know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. If we take profit or 50% profit and it goes to stop loss, it's like, you know, just letting go to stop loss right now and taking no profit. So it's nice profit, like it's nice, and we can continue, you know 2,000 to a million challenge, whatever, you know, 400 to a million challenge, but you know, we do another trade maybe today later. So this 1-minute chart up here, pulling back, hitting this resistance. Nah, I think we should take profit. Take the profit and reinvest 10x. I don't know. Maybe it's one of these times when you're unsure that, you know, you should take profit. Maybe you should just take profit and be over with, right? It's 86% up here. I mean, the most I was up like was 100. I think it was more up here at this, you know, when it was pumping like crazy, but can't go bro taking profit. You sound like you don't want to close it. Your trade, your call. Yeah, it's not like that. Like, 2000. It's nice. We can open always a new trade, right? We can always open a new trade. Market close 100%. Confirm. There we go, guys. We took the profits. We took the profits finally. Or can you buy an actual 8-ball with a profit? Double top on waves. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, it's finally done, guys. It's finally done. This can actually pump right now, and it's probably will. So I took one for the team, guys. I took one for the team. I took the profits. It's gonna pump now, so enjoy your gains. You know, I'm getting nothing. You know, you are getting your gains. So well done. Show is the spreadsheet. Yeah, we can show the spreadsheet in a second. So, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, Bitcoin does look nice, but right now on the 1 hourly, it is extend up here on the resistance in this rising wedge. So, you know, I'm a little bit unsure about that. You know, it's just using a little bit too long time to break this level towards the upside. Once it starts breaking this towards the upside, it can actually look very good. It can definitely look very good, but, you know, I'm a little bit unsure about that. I'm a little bit unsure about everything. And, you know, this trade has been, you know, going on since down here, you know. So, you know, we've been, you know, in the trade for a long time. And you can see here right now, if you just wait a little bit more, we could have taken like 90% profits. Team player. We can buy a cup of coffee now. We can buy a cup of coffee, guys. We can buy a cup of coffee. I'm waiting for breakout, higher and fake out for a short. I'm telling you guys, waves is gonna, right now that I took the profits, Right now that I took profit, it's gonna pump like crazy. Like it's gonna pump like crazy because I took profit, so it's gonna pump like crazy. Bitcoin also wants to go higher. He sold. I sold. I'm sorry guys, I sold. I could not hold it. It was 85%, you know, 85% up. But you know, we got 2K right now, so it's all good guys, it's all good. Let's look at a spreadsheet right now, how far we come. Yeah, profit is profit. Yeah, profit is profit, so there's that. Okay, there we go. Let's see, he closed waves, closed long 300, 300, 300. So let's see up here, date, trade number 13, waves, long, start, I think it was 99. I'm a little bit unsure. I think we got like 20 bucks on a new 20 bucks with Bybit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna say 77. Right now we are at 2024. There we go. This should be green with the underscore down there. Nice. So, you know, getting these big wins, you know, it does boost, self-confidence, you know, so it's good, it's good. So right now, you know, on this 2024, there we go. This needs to be updated, you know, but it's good, it's good. So far, so good, 1,600 profit. Doing fine. Tila, okay, sold the pump. Didn't actually sell, yeah, maybe I sold prematurely. We're hitting resistance right now, you know, maybe we are even breaking this towards upside. Maybe I'm selling the breakout. I don't know guys, I don't know. I think still needs to break this line towards upside up here. You can see up here, you know, it's some kind of rising wedge up here, but if it breaks this towards upside, it's just gonna explode towards upside, you know, so there's that. And the waves is still pumping, of course, after I sold. Let's see one minute time frame up here. Your top 5 holds for the next bull market. I don't have top 5. You know, there is a lot of, you know, stuff that's gonna, you know, do well. But, you know, I think Sand is gonna do very well. I think Cardano is gonna do well, very well. But Cardano is a little bit high, you know, high market. But I think Cardano is gonna do very well. Cardano, Sand, anything that got with NFTs and Metaverse is gonna do very well. Tila, some Tia on VeChain, please. Okay, so let's check out VeChain. Now that we sold, we don't have the, you know, any kind of, you know, any kind of investment in here. Let's see here, VeChain. 4 hourly. VeChain actually broke the resistance up here, give or take, towards the upside. So it does look good. So I actually sold the breakout, guys. I actually sold the breakout. So you're gonna see that. I'm regretting it already, guys. I'm regretting it already. But on daily time frame, VeChain looks like it's hitting this 20 moving average resistance. Up here, there's also this level up here that needs to break. So, you know, it is hitting some kind of resistance right now. Will it just, you know, break this right now towards the upside or not? You know, that depends. That depends. We gotta talk about this. Let me show you one thing, guys. Let me show you one thing. Do you see this icon up here? This is the delete icon, right? Usually when you have some kind of something on the chart and you click this up here, you know, usually it just deletes it. But right now it opens this, you know, menu, remove drawings, remove indicators, remove drawing indicators down here on the side. And you have to click remove drawings to remove the drawings. It's so annoying because you gotta, right now you gotta do, you know, instead of just doing one click, right now you have to do 2 clicks to remove the stuff. Right? I think that's hugely annoying. Hugely annoying. And I wrote on Twitter, if you go to Twitter right now, where is Twitter? I told them overnight, I think you guys made some changes, and now when you click on trash icon, instead of deleting all drawings, it first pops a menu of what you want to do. Hugely annoying. It was better before. 2 clicks to do what I do 100 times per day. Please revert. So like this, guys. So this link, I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna pin it. like and share, like and share, and maybe they get the message, guy. Maybe just maybe they get the message. And there we go. Right now, each chain is, you know, crossing up a little bit, you know, but it does look like it's, you know, longer term on some kind of bottom extent towards downside, so it can definitely pump more. Bitcoin right now, let's go back to 5-minute chart on Bitcoin up here. It's doing this, you know, shaky thing up here, consolidation below the resistance. And our Bybit right now is doing 0.08, so it is pulling back again a little bit up here, but you know, not much. On the hourly time frame, it's still looking very good, above the moving averages, being still pushed towards the upside. You know, technically there is nothing wrong with the chart, so you know, I don't know why I closed, but you know, see, always two clicks, man. It's so annoying. Is the weekend better we break on Monday? Yeah, I know it Control Z will undo less actions. I mean, I use that all the time, you know, and there is no problem with that, right? See, you can go, you know, redo and undo, right? So no problem with that. It's just this thing over here. When you click on the you know, the trash icon, you know, it removes that. Now I got already up here set, you know, I can show you again. I already got up here set, you know, this clean chart. So if I got a bunch of, you know, if I got a bunch of you know, indicators on the screen, right? I can just click this button up here and just remove all the indicators immediately, right? But when it comes to drawing, I cannot just click one button. Right now I have to click two buttons to do that. It's so annoying, guys. You don't know. Till, in my opinion, it's way faster than having to take your hands off the keyboard and use the mouse to click the trash icon. It depends. Like over here, when you're drawing something, like, yeah, it is faster, but it's not that fast. Let's go to the, you know, any kind of other chart. Over here I got, like, I cannot press Ctrl Z when I change the chart, right? I cannot press Ctrl Z here, because if I press Ctrl Z, it just goes back to, you know, back in space. So if I now open new chart and I want to clean everything, I need to click, you know, trash icon, and right now remove drawings to remove everything, right? Before I could do it very fast, like just click one button and it's done. But right, it's such an annoying feature that they right now, you know, change that, you know. I don't know. New trading view is highly annoying. I don't know. I like trading. I think they have a lot of good stuff. It's very easy to use. It's you know, they're always implementing new stuff to do. You can even paste, you know, right now you can paste, you know, images on the directly on the chart as well. So you know, it is, you know, the best charting tool out there. But this single change that they just did, it's so annoying, man. So annoying. 30 minutes for breaking 4-hour time frame. Yeah, 30 minutes for breaking 4-hour time frame. Depends if we're gonna, you know, if we are going to, you know, wait 30 minutes on the daily time frame, or what's gonna happen next. Right now, wave is right now 0.0. It's still, you know, climbing higher, and you know, it is kind of annoying because it's doing this, you know, right now increasing move towards the upside. Which kind of annoys me that I sold, but you know, I did sell, so you know, there is that. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do, guys? Am I gonna cry about this? Am I gonna cry about this? I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna cry about this. What's that week on each Euro Binance? I don't know, man. Maybe let's Euro Binance this week. Yeah, there, you know, somebody bought a lot. Somebody, you know, somebody had you know, fingers and market bought. Which and Euro probably on Binance don't have that much liquidity, and he bought, you know, entire order book all the way up to 29. So somebody who does not understand how order books and what order books are there for when buying, selling, and buying on the market, you know, they just press market buy and they buy everything up here, and the average is up at, you know, whatever up there, you know, the average might be up here because this is very, or maybe the average is all the way up here right now, 0.02 or something like that, because they market bought everything on an exchange where the liquidity is very low. In you know, this is euro pair on Binance. Like, who is trading euro on Binance? Like, especially like VeChain Euro, you know. So this thing will happen. This thing will happen. And this move towards upside right now, it looks like it's just, you know, hugging right now over here towards upside before it does this, you know, next move towards upside, breaks and just explodes towards upside, and everything goes through the moon, right? And I sold, guys. I sold. Maybe we're gonna do another long position up here, you know, if this pulls back up here again for whatever reason, wicks down, then we get in, you know, with $2,000, and then bam, right back up there again. What do you think about Solana phone? I saw that they are gonna make Solana. I did not read that much about it, so I can not actually tell you what's gonna happen, you know, or what I actually think about it, you know. But the reason Apple is so good, number one, they have a very good product, and they got, you know, entire ecosystem around Apple, right? The marketplace, everybody is developing games on marketplace, right? And Android got, you know, Android stuff. So what is Solana gonna have? I'm a little bit unsure whether Solana is gonna make just the hardware, or are they gonna make the, you know, use Android in Solana for OS. Android. Yeah, it's gonna be Android phone. Okay, so it's gonna be Android phone. So it might be nice. It might be nice, but you know, you know, what do they have that, you know, Samsung doesn't already have, a Huawei or all these others, whatever, that are making these Android phones. Android phones is just a shell, guys. You know, Android is such a bloatware. It's insane. I mean, because when you make an operative system for all kind of hardware, you cannot optimize that. You have to add all this kind of stuff that has to work with different components because different hardwares, you know, and it's such a bloatware. It's insane. It works nice in the start, but you know, after 1 year's time, you know, it starts getting laggy and stuff like that. That's why I like iPhone. Like, it's optimized to do what iPhone does, right? There's the waiting there. Let the market play out. Accept all cookies, Wookie. Quick Zilliqa, please. Yeah, Zilliqa is actually a pumper. Let's check out that. Zilliqa 1.1 up over there. Let's see in the weekly time frame how this is actually looking. This doesn't actually look, you know, Zilliqa actually pumped before the dump up here. 500%. So it did dump with everything else, you know, for the 12 weeks, but it did not dump, you know, more than that. It was down here like 87%, so it did pump big time, and right now it's back down there again. Do we have a kind of big divergence up here on the weekly chart? That's gonna be interesting to see. Let's see up here. Yeah, it looks like there is, you know, bullish divergence on the chart down here. It looks like there is a bullish divergence on the chart, on the weekly chart up there, which is very nice, Is the trend broken on this thing over here right now? Yeah, you can say that the trend is getting broken this week if this actually closes up there. Let's see here on the daily time frame. Yeah, so it looks like the trend is being broken right now. And Zilliqa does look indeed nice. You know, it already created these two bottoms down here. It pumped big time, so you know, it could do this another major, you know, move towards downside, you know, something like another 87%. So, you know, it did 85% up here, right? It did 85% up here or something like 87%, and then it pumped like, you know, 6x, and then it did another, you know, 87%. So 2 times it did exactly 87% both times, you know. So if you haven't, you know, if you bought up here and you know, finally thought, oh my god, I finally managed to survive 87%, you pump and you're like, oh, I'm not selling this, is going to the moon, and then you get another 87% down again. I mean, that's gonna kill your soul, man. That's gonna kill your soul. But it looks good. It looks good. Like, Bitcoin is at the bottom, everything is at the bottom. This is climbing on. This is above 10 moving average up here, climbing right now to the 50 moving average up here. Are we gonna consolidate here before we break out? This is just gonna be, you know, clean break towards the upside up here. There's another trend line up here that needs to be broken. I'm seeing it right now. I think it might be something like this up here. Not maybe this one as well. Maybe this up here. Maybe down here somewhere, give or take. Where we're hitting right now this 50 moving average. So it is getting some kind of very close resistance up here at 48.87 or something like that. Very nice. Bitcoin is pumping still, guys. Bitcoin is pumping still. This, you know, the thing that I just said can happen and just did happen. move towards the upside. Whether this is a fake out or not, I don't know. It's trying to break this trend line up here. Very important trend line. We got on a 1 hourly time frame. We're trying to break with a big move towards the upside. I'm a little bit unsure about it because the moving averages are not here where we're actually breaking. It's all the way down there. Let's go up here to buy Bybit pair and feel sorry about waist position right now. Yeah, we are feeling sorry about waist position. Tila, if you want to see what Bitcoin will do, then check the Nasdaq chart. It still needs to go lower. This here is that cat bounce. Nasdaq. Nasdaq 100. It's Nasdaq Composite or 100. Which one of these is this? Waves and KNC, same chart. Yeah, maybe. I haven't checked it out. I know Shiba did the same, you know, insane move towards the upside. Which one is it? 100 or Composite? Which one of these two is it? 100. Okay, let's check it. 100. Let's say weekly up here. It's still pumped up here towards the upside. Let's see on the daily time frame. Do we have Nasdaq 100, you know, futures? No. Nasdaq. There are futures, because futures always open, right? So it's a lot nicer chart. It's a lot nicer chart up here. There's definitely some kind of resistance up there. There's some kind of a move down there. So it looks like maybe some kind of expanding wedge up here towards the downside where it's actually pushing it on the downside. But this is not a channel, this is a expanding wedge. So this can actually just right now, you know, continue towards the upside up here right now. It does actually looks more bullish than bearish. This might be some kind of double bottom down here on the support line. For the bulls to actually kick in, it needs to break the you know, neckline up here. Once it breaks the neckline, it might consolidate up here and then it might break towards the upside, just like what I'm seeing right now. But it doesn't look bearish. It's not like it's gonna go up here and just gonna go down there again. It can do that, but it has nice move towards the upside over here already right now. So I don't know what you're talking about, but Nasdaq does look okay to me. Bitcoin right now, it is, let's go back to the 5-minute chart on Bitcoin right now. It did pull back after this move towards the upside. This is the biggest problem on Bitcoin right now, this rising wedge or whatever this is, right? Maybe you can put some clarity up here. It looks like a rising wedge. Now, only way, you know, if we can manage to, you know, look here, look at these wicks that are breaking this, you know, wedge towards the upside. It's insane, right? So if we can actually manage to actually break this towards the upside, that's gonna be extremely stupidly bullish, you know, for Bitcoin, and it can pump. But right now, you know, I don't know. Get out of here, child. It will have to go pre-COVID levels. I think Bitcoin will go to 24 and then Wells will set up short position and do another thing. I don't know. I think too many people are too bullish. Everybody's talking about 23k, 25, 26k. I think a lot of people are too bullish. So maybe there is a short position right over here somewhere. Maybe this is actually a short position and not a long position, because right, you cannot go long right now because you are at resistance. You're trying to break out. You know, if it breaks out, it's nice, but you know, this is not a place to go long, right? This is not a place to go long. Is the pump today or tomorrow? I don't know whether it's a pump or dump, you know, so I'm a little bit unsure. Where is still down, you know, a little bit up here consolidating. I'm hoping this is gonna dump down. You know, I want it to dump down because right now I'm, you know, out of the position. So, you know, anytime you are in dollars, you always want stuff to, you know, dump down so you can buy. But when you are in, you want stuff to pump. Just quit, Jax. You're so bad at TA. Just quit. Why would I quit, man? I know my TA is bad. Guys. I understand that. It's no problem. Can go 12k after it 4x pumps? Nah, I don't think we can go 12k either way. Do you know why I don't think we can go to 12k? Because on the mainstream, you know, newspaper in Norway, there was a Bitcoin article where some expert was saying that there are a lot of liquidation down there, so I think, you know, Bitcoin is more, you know, 35% more downside to go to some kind of 14k. And I was like, we are never seeing that 14k ever again. It's fantastic. You have 5x your account so far, but you know, it's just the start. We gotta pump those numbers. You know. By the way, guys, when it comes to troll, just ignore them. That's the only thing that works. Don't ban them, don't do anything. Let them, you know, scream, you know, after a couple of minutes. You know, trolls are like babies, guys. I got babies, you know. And they start screaming and yelling and they won't stop. Ah, and you just sitting there like on your phone doing nothing. Just ignoring them 100%. You know what happens? They stop screaming. They go and do stuff, other stuff, right? Trolls are like babies. Just ignore them. I'm hoping for 60k or below. It's been pumping for almost 2 days. It is coming down. I don't know if it's coming down. We had a nice week towards the upside. You know, this on 5-minute chart. On 1 hourly chart, you know, it is a little bit extended towards the upside. And it's the same kind of week like these weeks up here. So we're gonna do another up here. But you see that this move was bigger than this move and then this move. And right now, you know, maybe, just maybe we actually break towards the upside. Maybe we did already break towards the upside. I'm just not seeing it up here. Maybe the line is somewhere up there, right? Maybe we are already up there, and maybe the line is somewhere up here. We are also breaking that, so we are technically breaking everything, right? There might be this line up here. Yeah, so if touched, I mean these are perfect touches, guys. These are perfect touches, right? We like that. So let's keep this line. And on the bottom side there is another line down here, right somewhere up here, give or take, right? So it might be this kind of you know, this kind of you know, wedge or something like that. Where do you see it going? I see it, you know, outperforming Bitcoin big time. Unfortunately, I don't know when, but it's following Bitcoin's moves. Are you still, you know, wave trade? No, we just closed the waves trade right now. We are looking at, we asked the 8 ball, but 8 ball was like, it should be closed wave trade. We're very doubtful. So 8 balls couldn't give us, you know, clear answer. So, you know, but we did the poll and everything, and we closed our waves trade in 85% profits. See here, 85% profit. So right now our account is at 2024. So next trade is gonna be 10x 2000. Good stuff, right? Tomorrow we'll reveal the weekly candle. We'll have a better idea. Yeah, so let's see how we can expect the weekly candle to close. What we see right now, I see this is so annoying. So right now we had this nice green small candle towards the upside. If we can manage to push this towards downside down here, guys, if this candle, still 1 hour and 70 minutes left, we're gonna get a small doji here, and that's gonna be extremely bullish for Bitcoin, guys, extremely bullish. Then we are making this morning doji star pattern up here, right? Morning doji star pattern up here on the bottom. If we pull back down to some kind of 20.5 level, let's see how this actually looks on the chart. This was 5-minute chart up here. Let's go to the weekly time frame, put the line down there, and let's go back to the 5-minute chart and see where this line is. So the line is all the way down here at 20.5. so if we next 1.5 day do something like this, pull down to these levels down here out of this rising wedge in 1.5 day, if we do that, this down here might be some kind of very good buying area where we're gonna explode towards the upside. This is also normal pattern as well. When you get some kind of rising wedge, you'll go in some kind of rising wedge, you'll break that to downside. Oftentimes you come all the way down to the bottom of the wedge, right, and then do whatever, right? But if you're bullish, you don't do that. You go out and you go out to some kind of half of that, and then you continue, right? So over here, half of this rising wedge starts on the downside. You got half of that, consolidate, and then go towards the upside. That it might happen, like, you know, it's long shot, it might happen. We already had a couple of these moves up here. I know that there was one move up here that we had the rising wedge up here, exactly the same. Broke on the downside over here, right? Broke on downside, but it didn't come all the way down. It came only halfway there. You can see here consolidating right now, right back up there again. The same thing happened here, just on a small time frame. That's why we've been saying that this is actually, you know, might be some kind of some kind of nice move. This is also the place where everybody got wrecked on Sheldon's stream. It did the same thing, and this is also the place where we went long on waves. So over here, when we had this rising wedge, it went down. It didn't go all the way down there. It came kind of halfway, started doing this, you know, this cup and handle pattern up here, and we also entered waves position down here because we wanted to go long over here when everybody was still looking at some kind of short levels on the downside. The pattern, the rising wedge doesn't have to go, if it's bullish, it's just gonna go halfway, stop there and continue towards the upside. And right now, as you can see, we have the same thing happening up here on the bigger time frame up here again. You know, rising wedge up here. Are we gonna do the same thing here, where we go down to, you know, some kind of 20.5k, consolidate here, and then pump towards the upside? Because if this happens, guys, on the weekly time frame, we are getting a morning doji star. Because if we in the next 1.5 day pull this towards downside, this is gonna be a doji, guys. This is gonna be a doji, and there is a, you know, candlestick pattern called morning doji star pattern, and it looks like something like this up here. This is a morning doji star. You have a big red candle, you got a doji at the bottom, and then you have a big green candle towards the upside, right? And you can see here, for this pattern to be confirmed, you know, from the top wick up here to the bottom wick, you know, it needs to break the 50% line up here towards the upside. So that needs to, you know, that needs to happen. So if we get this, now there's too many ifs. There's too many ifs. I get that. There's too many ifs. But let's say we. That's the top here, that's the bottom, that's the 50% line is over here. So you can see right now we are right now there, so we can definitely pull a little bit back down here. But if this does happen, guys, if this does happen, if we do close down here in this doji, then you know, next week you know, we can maybe expect like 5.6% pump or even more above that level. You know, depends on how high you can go, but you know, at least 5.6 up there. Let's see how this looks on the 4-hourly time frame up here. That's right up here. So right now we can actually break down here to some kind of, you know, 20.5 down to these levels down here outside of this, right? I mean, it would work out perfectly, guys. It would work out perfectly. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This would work out perfectly. So this is right now resistance. Right now, that's the 50%. This is the 50% that we're gonna pump up here if we get this doji on the downside. Now what might happen is that, you know, on the 4-hourly time frame up here, because we have this rising wedge up here, right? We got this rising wedge up here. So right now it might happen that we just, you know, go down some kind of 20.5, hit this 20 and 50 moving average down here, and then use that 50, you know, during the weekend, and on a Monday, you know, we pump, you know, up here actually above the resistance up here towards the upside at 21.7 or something like that, right? It might happen. It does look nice. Rising wedge, fall down, close the weekend on a doji, morning doji star pattern, pump above the 50%, go up. It sounds plausible. It sounds plausible. Fits in well with the inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, I mean, inverse head and shoulders should already have, you know, gone up here, but you know, I'm not quite sure about that. Oh, this is so annoying, this thing up here. We checked Twitch and a little bit. How about monthly close? Monthly close is still, you know, monthly close is still a long way off. 4 trillion market cap soon. Come on, money printer. Near going para. Yeah, Near has been pumping like crazy, but it's not going. Yeah, wow, Near is going parabolic. We can actually short this, guys. We can short this. This is shortable, like, you know what. But it's scary because it can go parabolic all the way up to, you know, 50 moving average up there. Or the 20 moving average up here, sorry, 200 moving average up here. Maybe gonna short on 200 moving average on the 4-hourly. And then bet that Bitcoin is gonna do the move down to 25k. Yeah, it is going parabolic. See that it is increasing the speed every time. How do you know it increases the speed? It breaks these resistance levels, right? It broke the resistance up here. Then it had this, you know, trend up here. It broke that trend up there. Right now it has this trend up here, which is very, very steep. So I'm a little bit unsure where it's gonna break that. But if it breaks this trend as well towards the upside, it's just gonna explode. Like, it just can, you know, do, you know, up here explode towards the upside. And then you are, you know, going, you know, not probably you're going vertical. So it does go, you know, if you do it like this up here, it seems like it can just continue going faster and faster and faster. It can, you know, depends on how fast it goes, right? There should be some kind of indicator that tells you the speed towards the upside. Have you seen Matic chart? No, I haven't. So I would like to see 2 weekly close above previous week high. Are we gonna short? Are we gonna short near? I mean, it is going, you know, high. Let's see some kind of extension and see what is actually doing up here. On the 1 hour, it is following everything. 4 hour, it's a little bit standard. There is no extension on the daily 2-day chart. It's just coming back up there. Like, it looks nice. Like, it's very hard to trade extensions up here, you know, because it's not like it's heading towards the upside. It just started this move towards the upside, but it's been climbing. How much is it up right now? 34% up here. You know, a couple of days, 3-4 days, something like that. Maybe around 4.6. Maybe, like, if you look here, like major resistance. Let's find major resistance for near. Let's go to a near chart that's not on Bybit, so we got more data. USDT. Let's take Binance chart up here. So major resistance is right now for near is up here, right? These are these are on the weekly time frame. Let's go to the month, even to the monthly time frame. It's down down here, 20 moving average. On the monthly, we got also 20 moving average down here, which might actually act, you know, and also this one up here. There's a whole bunch of levels down there that we dropped below. See weekly. It's already starting up here, right? It's already starting up here, 75.9. These are the major ones. Why? These are major. These are weekly and monthly resistance. So this is very, you know, daily and stuff like that. This is very easy to pump all the way up to some kind of 5.9 over here. That's very easy to pump. That's another 34% towards the upside. But on the daily time frame, we got a certain trend lines, right? We got a certain trend lines up here. We got this trend line up here. Maybe it's going to be a little bit more high up here, give or take. Maybe something like this, give or take, what it's gonna be. This looks like it's getting broken up there. Let's do 2 days just to get a little bit and remove the moving average for a second up here. Down there. It's not quite nice. I think we need to use this short term up here. Let's look at a daily time frame. It's engulfing, but only got 2 touches or something like that. This looks more plausible. Let's go 4 hourly. Probably up there, maybe up there, give or take. This looks like it broke up. Yeah, these 3 also looks very nice. 1, 2, 3, and then this touch up here. You know, so it can, you know, right now we are betting on, yeah, that looks like it's like something like 4.8 or something like that. Also, it corresponds nicely with this bottom down here. So if you go to the, you know, the daily time frame, it corresponds very nice with the bottom and the trend line up here at 4.8, which is very nice. So let's pop some moving averages up here. Let's see this up here. The 50 moving average needs to be, you know, taken into consideration up here, but the 200 moving average 4 hour is down there at 4.6. So that might be as well another level that's important right now, because it's already going parabolic. Where, you know, which of these levels is gonna and the daily is up there at you know, 5.4. So I'm a little bit unsure, but I think right now that we are going this fast towards the upside. Right now, it's just kind of you can see that these candles are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think you know, I'm a little bit unsure whether we can hit 5.4. We can definitely do that, but I think more likely it's, you know, 4.5 or 4.8. That can be very nice, you know, level to short over here. Bitcoin still, you know, undecisive up here. Still trying to break towards the upside. Still, you know, managed to go down right back up here. It wants to break out, guys. If this breaks towards the upside, this is gonna be super nice. If this breaks towards the upside, it's gonna be super nice. And my waves position, I'm already regretting my sell up here, because right now it's coming back up there again. Do like this. Oh, like no. Yeah, it depends. But near does look nice though. Near does look nice. Let's see here 1 hourly time frame. can still pump it. Like, we still don't have, let's see a volume up here. Volume is still climbing, but there is no like blow off top or anything like that. You know, the volume is climbing nicely. This is legit move towards the upside. You know, it is going slowly towards the upside, but on the 4 hour it does look like it is going a little bit more parabolic than on the 1 hourly time frame. You can see this big candle up here. Maybe this is the last candle, so you know, there might be that. Is this actually shortable on Bybit? Let's check it out. Bybit. Near, yeah, near is actually shortable on Bybit, and I'm guessing there is, you know, decent, yeah, 60 million volume. It's okay, it's decent volume as well. So if you do 100%, like up here, 100 cross, insulate, 10 confirm, mark 100, that's like 4,005. Yeah, there is enough volume, you know, there is enough volume and you know, orders up there. I'm gonna short near 50% extension 164.6. Okay, I hope it breaks upside. Need another 6% to take a nice profit. 6%, 4.7, 11.3, 4.6. I short uni yesterday, maybe around 4.6. Yeah, 4. Relax, I should remember, market is going anywhere. No, it's not going anywhere, but you know, right now we are, Mohammed, we took the profits, man. We pulled the trigger, we took profits, and you know, waves right now, it's going above where we took the profits, so you know, we are a little bit salty about that. Can you tell me the current situation of BTC? If you have watched like 1 hour of our video, you will have seen that we've been talking about Bitcoin non-stop right now. So let's check it out up here. So I like watching parabolic moves because, you know, they kind of, once they start, they kind of just pump, and they can pump a lot, right? So the question is where this is gonna end, right? The question is when, you know, and I like figuring that out. I like finding where we find, you know, I like finding the tops on these moves because it's so satisfying. Finding the tops on parabolic moves is so satisfying, guys. You don't know. I think it's down there. I think it's up here as well. So you have, you know, 1, 2, 3. I think we need a 4th move up here. I think we need a 4th move up here. I think we need a 4th move. So this 4th move is gonna come once we break which level? Something like this. Maybe it's a channel, the last channel. So I think right now this last channel up here, once it breaks towards the upside, it's gonna explode, and after that it's gonna pull back. On the other hand, if it just breaks this towards the upside, you can just do, you know, zigzag. It's no parabolic move, but it breaks towards the upside, it's going definitely, you know, less parabolic phase. That is a question indeed. FYI, was on coke yesterday. Elma got stopped out twice trying to short it. Let's check Wi-Fi. What the 4 hour time frame? Yeah, so this thing pumped like 62%. Dangerous game, man. Dangerous. Like right now, shorting is very dangerous games because Bitcoin's coming to the bottom. There is a lot of these coins that just, you know, zoom up right big time towards the upside. You know, so people need to be careful. You can see this can actually technically go even more towards the upside. This looks like it broke the trend on the downside somewhere down there. So yeah, as soon as it broke this trend up here, it just exploded towards the upside. Let's see how this actually looked. Big move, pullback down there, and then just exploded. Yeah. Bitcoin still climbing. It still wants to go, guys. It still wants to go. Get wrecked, shorters. I lost 30 bucks on Wi-Fi. It's a little salty. Yeah, it happens. It happens. So like right now, like near up here, like shorting it, yeah, you know, it just crazy shorting up here. You need to wait for the very end of the move and then short that. But you know, when is that gonna come? Anyways, guys, that's Bitcoin Daily for you right now. Hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. Hit the like button on the way out. I'm gonna keep on watching near charts on in the Telegram. Thanks everybody stopping by. We're gonna do a trade tonight because we got money. We have money again on the account. Right now, $2,000. You know, only 998,000 left to go to $1 million. So that is that. I long from 47 sold into the pump. Nice, very nice. Okay guys, that's it for today. Take care. And before we go, of course, we gotta play the stuff that we always play before we go, to give you a little bit more, you know, maybe Bitcoin pumps after we play it, who knows, right? Maybe Bitcoin pumps. Enjoy the day, guys. It's sunny outside, you know, and we'll see what's gonna happen next. Impressed with the result. So far so good. Bye bye, guys.